Who are we? Whoever thought that it was just as easy as just allowing yourself to feel really, really good? And allowing yourself to find these things that really pull you into a space of profound love and gratitude and light and feelings of you wonder about that kind of stuff, right? Should I make a video on it? Never know. I could do this video on it, honestly, on telepathy. And as I said that, it was 111, but telepathy and connecting via understanding rather than via intellectual understanding. It's more a heart-based understanding, meaning like you the more you start to feel, the more that you can actually understand. So, and you don't really understand it. It's more of like it's something that just flows through you, and it's a feeling that you get that connects you with the other person, and then through that feeling, you just go off of whatever feels good, you know. So like you could literally be looking at somebody. See if I can do this, you know, and it's a speaking through synchronicity. That's another thing, is that you can almost have a collective synchronicity where that synchronicity is the interaction, and that synchronicity is the kind of the give and take between the two of you. And with that, what that does is it actually kind of it brings that dissonance into alignment, and then it allows a stream of consciousness to move from you to the other person without any sort of things that would kind of inhibit that. So no matter how, because like the thing about the throat chakra is that like a lot of people they don't know how to speak from their throat chakra, even though they think that they are. And the reason is because they are worried about what they're saying, you know, like as they're speaking, they're wondering whether what they're saying is right or wrong or whatever, and that blocks the true kind of intention of what it is that the other person is trying to say. So the way to get past all of that is don't use the words, disregard all the words, and just speak through feeling. And the way that you do that is by feeling things and by sending feelings and not being afraid to receive other people's true intentions and their true understanding and their true knowledge. Because some people, you know, their true intentions are very, very like dirty, you know what I mean? You can feel it, but you tune it out, right? And like, so instead of doing that, you feel it and you accept it as being a part of you, and then you send them back love no matter what it is that they give to you in return. And through that sending of love, that actually will repolarize them in a way too. So it'll kind of push them into or not push, but it almost, it's like offering a warm hug to somebody who really, really needs it. And they can either choose to see you as being a reflection of them, which would make it to where they're afraid of you, and they back away because they're afraid of that warmth that you give off through the hug, right? And they think that it's something that you're trying to use as a manipulation tactic. Or they can accept the warmth and the love, and then they can start to feel the connection and the unity between the two of you. And then through the purity of one channel, the other channel can kind of purify itself, and almost, it's like the more pure that one channel is, the more that the other one can kind of like clear itself out using the consciousness of that other channel. And that's kind of like how healing works with most people, or not most people, but like with people, is that the healing happens through the channel, but it also happens in both parties at the same time. And it's a healing of the mind first. So once you get past all that stuff that's going on in the head and all that kind of mind jargon and all that kind of stuff, then you start to move into the feelings. And those feelings are something along the lines of a how do I explain this? The feelings are something along the lines of a shift in perception, where you start to pick up the things that feel really good because the other person is picking up the things that feel really good. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking from my throat chakra. We are love. We are light. 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 We are one. We are one. Anything that I have is for you to have as well. You're open to everything, and it's just as easy as you tapping in to the same stream of consciousness that I'm tapping into. And wow, oh wow, it's something very, very beautiful. And this is not something for me to say being like, oh my gosh, look at me. It's like thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to you too. All right, we're moving into a space on this planet where we're going to be able to start to speak to each other through levels of consciousness that are much more advanced than just the spoken word. The spoken word can get out a specific message. It can get out to an extent, but it will never be able to match the kind of tone that comes from the expression of being. And we're moving now back into a space where we can express ourselves, and really through that expression we actually will boost ourselves up in the love and the light of the infinite creator, and we'll be able to share experiences and feelings with other people without having to kind of force them on them. We more are able to I guess experience them with them and bring them into a state of consciousness where they're experiencing it with us as well. And that's more profound and beautiful, I think. Oh, nothing is really more or less profound or beautiful. All of it's very, very beautiful. All of it's very profound as well. But it's just it's a sharing. It's a getting into a mindset. It's like the more that you give, the more that you receive. No matter what it is that you're giving out, you give something out, and then you receive 10 times back. So if you give out love, you receive 10 times the amount of love from anywhere. It's not just from the same source that you gave it to either. It could literally come from anywhere. You just have to be open to and available to experiencing that from anywhere. So you give out love, and you get back love in return. You give out negative thoughts and emotions and feelings, you get back negativity in return. You see what I'm saying? And you can easily shift that by just shifting what you choose to put your attention onto. And then so you keep redirecting your attention, and eventually the more that you kind of like take your attention away or stop giving energy or feeding energy to these thought forms, they'll stop coming around you because they literally can't feed off of you anymore. And the only thing that can give you, like, the only thing that can feed off of you is love. And love, it doesn't need anybody to feed off of. All it needs is itself. And so when you tap into that source, you start getting fed instead of you having to feed everybody else. And through that, you both heal yourself and you heal everything around you as well. And you raise the vibration of yourself, and then as you raise your vibration, everybody kind of like, I mean, the people who can't handle it, they won't be able to look. It's almost like they're trying to look at the sun when they've been wearing sunglasses for the whole day. You know what I mean? Like they try to look up, and they can't see you because like you're too bright, you know? So like the higher you raise yourself to a point of living this love and living this ecstatic union and living this bliss, the more that other people will automatically go in their own direction because they're living their own reflections of God, you know? And then the people who have seen what you have seen, and you're like, even just at the very, very tiniest of glimpse, but like only those people will be able to actually truly like understand where you are, and then to tap into what it is and then feel it. And you'll see it when they look at you, then they'll see it as well. And that's how you know that you're holding that love and light, no matter what. And the fact that you don't feel any sort of like judgment or any kind of feelings of anything really. Honestly, all you feel is bliss and love. And then through that's actually what brings you more and more joy and peace, and then makes it to where you can radiate it out to other people as well. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom though, so I shall see you later.